Summit Healthcare Regional Medical Center is a proud supporter of high school sports. Many of our local sports players were born.
This has been Sholo Ford's presentation of high school basketball on iTalk 106.7, KNKI Pine Top, and iTalk1067.com. High school basketball is also brought to you in part by Northland. This is high school basketball.
Here comes Potter. 3, 2. He's got to get it off. I don't know if he's got it off. He got it.
Will end up right back into Dixon's hand. Dixon will find Martin on the three-point line, and Martin will hit it and tie the game. Adam Reek for the coach of Blue are trying to pump up his team as they trail by 11.
And with 3 minutes left here in the first, Snowflake's got a 1-point lead and the basketball. Crosby knocks down a 3.
High school basketball is presented by Sholo Ford on iTalk 106.7 and online at iTalk1067.com. Produced by White Mountain Youth Productions in cooperation with iTalk 106.7 FM. High school basketball is also brought to you in part by Northland Pioneer College, Ace Hardware the White Mountains, Black Diamond Auto Glass, Sunrise Park Resort, Honda Outdoor Ski and Sports Store, Deemer's Glass, Beeler Orthodontics, Summit Regional Medical Center, Octopus Car Wash, Native Grill and Wings, and Mountain Mobile Auto Glass. And now, Sholo Ford presents high school basketball.
Good evening and welcome to the Dome in Round Valley as the Round Valley Elks hosting the Round Ball Tournament. And tonight, the championship matchup is between the Thatcher Eagles and the Altusay Falcons for the boys. As they announce the Thatcher Eagles starting lineup and now switch to the Altusay Falcon lineup, this crowd should get pretty excited when we move to that. It's time now for our Summit Regional Medical Center injury report, brought to you by the Summit Regional Medical Center. Now with a fully staffed emergency department, advanced diagnostic department, and an outstanding orthopedic and physical therapy team, Summit Regional Medical Center has everything your athlete needs to get back into the game. Couple of injuries to talk about for Thatcher. They're missing some kids from the state championship football game who suffered injuries. Tyler Roebuck is one of those that is not suited out tonight. I'm not sure if he's even here tonight. The 6'2" forward is missing, and then the other player has a broken collarbone, and that's Cole Motes. We're going to step away as we honor America in the Pledge of Allegiance. We'll be back right after this.
Orthodontist Dr. Joshua Beeler has been providing family-friendly orthodontics in Sholo and the entire White Mountains since 2006. If you need braces, stop in and see the friendly folks at Beeler Orthodontics and meet their professional staff. Dr. Beeler and his team have the latest in orthodontics technology, and they work with each patient individually to custom tailor the most effective treatment plan for the best results. Beeler Orthodontics is a proud sponsor of high school sports. Beeler Orthodontics, live to smile, love your smile.
We got one for you.
He only breaks them out late.
Welcome back to the Dome.
He only breaks it out late at night. The red mitten, that's
the
a
Round Ball
thing.
Classic. We are live once again. We say thank you for joining us. This is the championship game here tonight. The Altusay Falcons and the Thatcher Eagles getting set to do battle. And once again, our Summit Healthcare Regional Medical Center injury report. We mentioned the two Thatcher Eagle players. Altusay doesn't have any to report as of game time here tonight. Altusay is gonna, well, look like they're gonna win the toss, but looks like the Eagles will win the toss here. So Thatcher with the basketball to start this one. And time now for our Ace Hardware keys to the game, brought to you by the Ace Hardware of the White Mountains. As they hit a 15-footer, that's one of the keys right there. Dallin Cook, one of the team's top scorers for the Thatcher Eagles, knocks down the first bucket of the evening. Dallin Cook and Carson Goodman leading the Thatcher Eagles in scoring with about 17, averaging about 17 apiece, are going to be the key defensively for the Falcons. And that guy right there is going to be the key for the Thatcher Eagles. Harley Upton, who averages about 12 points per game and has had an outstanding tournament, is going to be a guy that they're going to key on, as well as San Juan Slick, the 5'8" junior for Altusay, and Raekwon Kosei, the 5'8" junior, also for the Falcons. The Thatcher Eagles need to make sure they contain them. All three of those players combined averaging around 32 points per game.
Full court pressure early by the Falcons. Again, you can see it's going to be pressured by the Falcons.
Don't forget, next time you need a key made or you're locked out of your car, call the Ace Hardware of the White Mountains. Their mobile unit will come to you. That's the Ace Hardware in Pine Top, Sholo, and Heber Overgard. And the Eagles missing on a couple of attempts here. The Falcons clear the glass. Chad Amos picks off, swipes the glass there for the Falcons. I want to remind you, tonight's contest brought to you in part by Northland Pioneer College. As the Eagles get a look in transition here and a foul called to prevent an easy bucket. The whistle is against Chad Amos, I believe.
I think it was,
no,
I don't believe so.
Harley.
I think it's Upton.
You're right.
Going to the line is going to be Farron for the Eagles.
Farron will get a couple of shots at it. First one's off. Take a look at the second one. And don't forget, Northland Pioneer College has the lowest tuition in the state of Arizona. When it comes time to kick off your college education, choose Northland Pioneer College. Second one is good for Farron. So Trent knocks down one of two, and it's a tie ball game. 6 minutes, 37 seconds left to play here. Must have missed something here because I've got Upton with two. Did he hit a three?
He hit no. He got the fouled and shot the free throw.
Oh, he got.
He went to the line.
Upton did, or Farron? Did Upton do that as well? I don't have a foul against Thatcher
Upton
yet.
did.
Okay. Missed something in the mix of everything as the Eagles try a baseline jumper that's no good. And coming out of there with the rebound again is Chad Amos. Amos already in the running for our Deemers Glass last man of the game as the Falcons, number 24, pick up a under 6 to play here in the first quarter as the game remains tied. The foul was called on the Thatcher Eagles, Dallin Cook. That's 2 on him. Guess he was the one that fouled Upton earlier on in the game. 3-point shot is off the mark, short for Slick. Eagles bring the ball up. Some half-hearted pressure here by the Falcons. We have absolutely loved the basketball action we've had here today. If you get a chance to come out to the Round Valley Tournament next year, be sure to put it on your calendar. It's a lot of fun. And a hard hit to the floor there by the Altusay Falcons. Tyreek Kosei goes hard into one of our camera operators.
You know, Coach Goklish, Altusay Falcons, just no hesitation whatsoever. If they get a shot, no matter where they're at, they're going to fire it. And the Thatcher Eagles right now in a zone, really sitting back and giving them the outside stuff. Going to have to make them make the shots before they go out and pressure.
The Falcons have already beat Thatcher, but as we have seen in this tournament, it is tough to beat a team twice. And the Thatcher Eagles went down pretty easy in the first outing. That was on Friday during the round robin play here. Eagles, of course, after a long road trip and their last game of the night. And we saved our monitor there by
cat-like reflexes.
You see that? Bad pass that time for Thatcher. The turnover to the Altusay Falcons. Still tied at 3. This game's kind of come to a stalemate after pretty quick open.
Especially coming off the fast pace of the ladies championship. A lot of shots in no time. Good
for Slick. And San Juan Slick, who averages 12 points per game, puts the Falcons up by 3. And we get a timeout called by the Eagles. We'll take it with them. This is Sholo Ford's presentation of high school basketball on iTalk 106.7 and worldwide at iTalk1067.com.
It's easy to see why the Ford F-150 is the #1 selling truck in America. For more than 40 years, no other truck has even come close. And Sholo Ford is hands down the best place to buy your next vehicle. Just take a look at Guy Hatch's promise. He won't be beat on any deal on any new Ford in the state of Arizona. And on top of that, you'll get a lifetime engine warranty. Go to SholoFord.com or visit them on the east end of the Deuce. Some restrictions apply. See dealer for details.
Welcome back to the Dome in Round Valley, the Round Ball Dome, a Round Ball Classic here. Live from Round Valley, home of the Elks and host to one of the best tournaments in the state of Arizona. Held here annually, with the exception of last year. They had that flood that forced them to redo this dome, and they've done a terrific job and brought the Classic back here, brought the Round Ball Classic back here to Round Valley. There's an errant pass and almost a steal, but goes out of bounds as Jerron Daly was trying to fight for that one, lost it out of bounds.
And again, nice pressure by that out-saved Falcons. Very quick, did a nice job knocking the ball away, almost come away with the steal.
Drive to the lane, inside, and put up the running right-hander. No good for the Thatcher Eagles, and a foul is called after the putback. And it's going to go against Chad Amos, his first. That'll put at the line shooting for the Eagles, John Trujillo, who misses his first. Thatcher with just 3 points in the contest, and he banks this one in. Talked to Coach Chris Cook before this one started off, and he went down through the list of all the players that started on their football team. Which, of course, football players have went deep into the state championship to beat Round Valley.
Winning the state championship, came back. I think Round Valley beat them during the regular season, came back and beat them in the championship. Quite a game.
Full court pressure here by Alchese, and the Thatcher Eagles bringing up the ball in a trap situation here. Get it across with a pass to Goodman. Goodman drives the left side, and a bump and a foul called. This is the second personal on Chad Amos. He now has 2.
2 quick fouls on Amos again. Looks to Coach Goklish, but not a guy you want to get out in foul trouble early.
And he's going to come out as Quintero will get set to check in. There's a steal coming out of the backcourt as Daly put it off the window, left it a little short, and a foul, I believe, on Upton. And they say no foul. Ball goes out of bounds, and the Eagles get it. And Coach Cook is going to talk to Kelly Kinghorn, the one of 2 of the better officials in our league. And won't get the results he wants, but does get a chance to talk. Drive right side, Goodman does, kicks out into the corner. Thatcher pulls up inside, puts up the 5-footer, no good, but a nice follow. That's going to go in for Carson Goodman.
Nice little block by Upton, but Thatcher does a great job staying on the ball, staying with the ball, gets the follow-up shot and scores.
Still by Goodman, passes it ahead, off the window, leans in and scores. Logan McMaster with the bucket for the Eagles. 2
quick fast break scores for the Thatcher Eagles, and we see the tempo picking up a little bit.
Eagles up 8-6 here as we get a right-handed look that's no good for Upton. And racing it up, throttling it across the time stripe is Goodman, and we get a whistle and a foul as Goodman gets to the baseline. Nope, no foul. They're going to call out of bounds on the Falcons.
And we're seeing a physical play a little bit, letting them play a little bit more physical.
Thatcher struggling to get it in, and a 5-second violation is called as Trujillo tried to get it towards the backcourt. Nobody was open. Great defense for the Falcons. Checking out of the Falcon lineup is Herbert. Quintero with it. Pitches left side for Kosei to Upton. Back to Kosei. Raekwon Kosei backs it out between the wheels. Gives left side for Daly. Back to Kosei. 8-6. And a deep 3 ball is no good for Daly. It's short. The rebound is knocked out of bounds. And Quintero said that was off of an eagle. Brian Lang, the official down underneath, says, nope, that was off of you. Thatcher leads by 2 with the basketball. Bringing it out of the backcourt. Nice spin move that time by Goodman. Hands it off to Trujillo. Now they throw right side for Farron. Farron drives towards the lane, puts it up with the right hand, can't get the shot. Upton with the rebound, and a foul called as Upton tries to drive out. And the personal is called against the Eagles number 25. Trent Farron, that's his first. Been kind of a sloppy game, a little sloppier than we thought it would be. A little slow offensively.
Really expecting a much more quicker up tempo, but another turnover by the Falcons.
Quintero's pass is picked off. Bringing it out of the backcourt is McMaster. Missed shot, and the Falcons looking for a transition with 37 seconds left here in the quarter. Missed it. Quintero battles for it, but knocks it out of bounds.
It looks like an easy, fast break, but again, just a little bit of a stutter by the Falcons. Eagles come back and knock the ball out of bounds.
Jawan Alchese checks in for Quintero, and the Falcons have the basketball underneath their own basket. Upton holds between the circles, gives to Jawan Alchese. Now passes left side for Greg. Into Upton. Upton from 8, no good. Alchese battles for the rebound. Eagles pull it down, and a foul is going to be called as McMaster had the rebound inside, and the
John Trujillo for the Eagles came up with the rebound. He's the guy that got fouled inside the paint. Full court pressure now by the Falcons.
Foul committed by Jawan Alchese. That's his first. Eagles finally be able to break the press here as McMaster gets it across the stripe. Pitches right, 3-point look is no good. And the Falcons will launch at the buzzer, and a scoreboard reads Thatcher 8, Alchese 6. Quarter 2 coming up. This is Sholo Ford's presentation of high school basketball on iTalk 106.7 and worldwide on iTalk1067.com. Well, we say big thank you to our students from Sholo and Snowflake High School today, our crew tonight. And Isaiah, you'll have to help me out with these, but we thank Stephanie Fregoso, Daniel Perkins, our producers tonight. Jerry Butler is our executive producer. Technical director has been Isaiah Miller today. And Jace Nicholas on camera crew, Zoe Paxson, and Jeffries. I'm trying to... Leanza Jeffries, that's what it is. Leanza Jeffries, Jimmy Maxwell, and Sky's name is Sarat. Leilani Pete also are part of our crew. Janessa Moore. Sarah Fike, that's her name. So we've had that wrong all day. We apologize to Sarah. Sarah Fike also from Snowflake High School. Those are part of our White Mountain Youth production crew, and they do a terrific job week in and week out filming these games and bringing you these live opportunities to watch your kids. So I hope that you'll take the time to perhaps thank their schools for the production that they put on. And also don't forget, you can watch these contests on Show Low TV cable channel 56 on Mondays and Fridays at 7 and on Saturdays at 1:30. Quarter 2 starts with the Falcons with the basketball. We also want to thank our in-studio producer tonight, Ashley Harley, Ron Everingham, and Jared Bradford. Also to thank. Three-point bucket is good on the angle left for San Juan Slick. That's his second three, and it puts the Falcons up by 1. Bounce pass over here to the left. Tyreek Kosei guards there, and we go to McMaster up top. Into Tahil, back to McMaster. Give right side over to Farron. Shots no good. Farron drives, pull-up jumper from 16. It's no good on the baseline. Falcons pushing tempo here. Gives to Slick. Upton wants a three on the angle right. In and out, no good. Big rebound inside. And a whistle and a foul as he goes back up for the shot. But what a terrific grab inside the paint for Chad Amos.
Chad Amos goes up big again. Didn't necessarily have the best position, but goes up. Lots of spring in those legs. Goes up, gets the rebound, follows it with the shot, goes to the line.
John Trujillo is called for the personal. It's his first. The missed free throw by Chad Amos. And Chad Amos with that rebound in the running for our Deemer's Glass Man of the Game. Brought to you by Deemer's Glass. For the best glass at quality and affordable prices, contact Deemer's Glass at 1-888-GLASSMAN. 1 of 2 at the line for Amos. Or excuse me, for Amos.
Big shot that time. Brooke Layton from outside 3.
Brock Layton knocking down the super shot, and it's 11-10. Thatcher again by 1. Kick to the corner. And a deep three by Kosei misses. Rebound into the hands of Goodman. He wants to run, gets it across the time stripe. Bounces it up top here. Been a long string of Goodmans and Thatcher that have done a great job as Farron knocks down the three from the corner.
Nice shot by Farron. Again, just a quick feed. Little bit of space, and he launches.
Thatcher goes up by 4, and a running left-hander inside is good for Slick. For the Falcons, who pulled to within 2. Goodman out of the backcourt, beats the pressure with the dribble. Right hand dribble down inside the lane, put it off the window, count it. And the foul, as Goodman's going to go to the free throw line here. And the foul is committed by Chad Amos. That's 3 on Amos. And right away, we'll see a couple of fresh faces coming into the lineup for the Altusay Falcons. Stevie Gregg along with Jalen Parrish.
Amos is staying in, though. 3 fouls. They're going to stay in with 5:22 left here in the second.
Carson Goodman misses the free throw. Rebound goes out of bounds, and last touch by the Falcons. I thought Amos would come out, but he stays in with 3 fouls. Inbound play comes to Farron in the corner. Tries the 3. He got it.
Farron flown it again. That's the second here in just a short span.
That puts Thatcher up to their biggest lead of the night, 19-12. Up by 7 here, with 5:03 left to play before halftime. And San Juan Slick controls, gives to Amos. Back up top. Pitch down into the corner to Gregg. Gregg to Upton, back to Gregg on the give and go, and they score it.
Nice shot that time, and great finish by number 33, Stevie Gregg, for the Altusay Falcons.
4.5 left to play before halftime, and the Falcons cut the lead to 5, 19-14. Falcons coming deep, way out to guard. Long three is no good. Throw ahead to Amos. Amos with the easy bucket.
Nice little breakaway for Amos as he finishes with the easy bucket. But you can see the tempo, as you talked about, defensively. Falcons extending their defense a little bit now.
Goodman lost the handle, gets poked away and out to Amos. And then we get a foul called. And it's going to go against San Juan Slick, who can't believe it. He's appealing to the official, but it's not going to make any difference. He's going to pick up his first personal.
You know, that personal well after the ball had moved down court.
Looked like the Falcons were going to get another breakaway bucket here, and then the foul will bring it back to midcourt and give it to the Thatcher Eagles as they inbounds here to Brock Layton. And Layton's pass back is tipped out of bounds by the Falcons.
Yeah, Daly that time, good defensive pressure on the ball, knocks it out on the pass.
Thatcher had a Layton that played last year and was one of those top players on the Eagles team. Pass to the high post, kick out to Goodman. Goodman cross-court pass to Layton. Layton to McMaster at the top of the key to the high post, and then Trujillo throws it away. Trujillo at the post turned and thought Goodman was just out to the angle, but he wasn't there. He had broke back down towards the corner. So Trujillo's pass goes out of bounds. The Falcons with the basketball, down 19-16 with 3.5 remaining in the halftime. And this pass is going to be tipped out.
Daly that time again on the inside, tries to kick it back out. And again, early season, expecting your teammate to be where they're not.
Set to check it in here is Logan McMaster. And he'll bring it in to Peterson. Back to McMaster. Master picks up the dribble and throws into the corner. Goodman at the angle, back to McMaster. Takes right, moves left to the line. Back out to Goodman. He launches from three, in and out, no good. Rebound kept alive by the Thatcher Eagles as Farron just about went into the backcourt, saves it to Goodman. Back to Farron on the angle, double team, bounce it into the corner. 3-point shot by Herbert is no good, and a battle for the rebound as players collide and go out of bounds.
I think the foul that time is going to be called on Peterson for the Eagles.
Eric Peterson with his first. Thatcher leads 19-16 with 2:47 left to play before halftime.
Pretty physical game. We've seen quite a few players down on the floor.
And a whistle and a foul underneath. This one's going to be called on Jalen Parrish. Oh, excuse me. They're going to call it on Thatcher. Eric Peterson picks up his second. And out of the lineup comes Farron for the Thatcher Eagles. He's going to get a breather here. Jumper from about 15 on the baseline by Daly is around and off. Goodman works it left hand, drives to the lane. Fader on the baseline, missed it. Shot it a little long. Drive inside, Upton's shot no good, and the battle for the rebound underneath. You mentioned very physical as McMaster gets a couple of check swings. Pass comes across, McMaster for three and hits the front of the iron, no good. Neither team able to score here late in this quarter as Thatcher hangs on to a 19-16 lead. And the Falcons let this one go out of bounds. Stevie Gregg couldn't hang on to it. Raekwon Kose checking back into the lineup for the Falcons along with Tyreek Kose. 2:02 remains before halftime. We get a timeout called by the Eagles. We'll take it with them. This is Shola Ford's presentation of high school basketball on iTalk 106.7 and worldwide on iTalk1067.com. Take another 30.
You've been there, waiting forever at the gas station for the guy to free up so he can fill up your propane tank. Or worse, when the only qualified propane technician decided to stay home that day. Yep, you've been there, and I have too. That's why now I get my propane from Ace Hardware every time. You get Ace Hardware's world-famous customer service when you stop in for propane. That's right, you get in, you get out, and you get a great deal on propane and everything else. From Ace Hardware at their locations in Pine Top and Heber. Ace Hardware is proud to support White Mountain Sports.
With the Thatcher Eagles clinging on to a lead here with the basketball. Pass comes up top after the timeout. Peterson has it poked away, stolen by Kosei. Kosei, pull-up jumper from the elbow. Got it.
Nice job by Kosei. Also by Daly that time defensively. Is the one who comes away with the steal. Altusay Falcons jump on it. Now pressure.
Raekwon Kosei pulls the Falcons to within one, 19-18, a minute and a half left before halftime. That'll get the Altusay faithful back into this contest a little bit. Kick to the corner here. Thatcher working the perimeter, now give to Goodman. Goodman's turnaround jumper off the heel, no good. Rebound Upton. Upton out of the backcourt, gives to Kosei. He brings it across and passes off to Tyreek Kosei, who drives the baseline and draws contact here and will earn a trip to the free throw line as Jordan Herbert, the 6'2 junior, has whistled for his first personal.
Kosei in the land of the Giants, really fearless, only 5'10". Really challenging inside the paint with the hard foul.
Kosei hits his first.
Was Herbert Jordan, 6'2", so 5'10" against 6'2". Jordan with the hard foul, but Kosei does a great job.
Misses the second. And a foul called as Goodman tries to come down with the rebound, which was a long one, and he picks up Kosei there. Got a part of Kosei's arm. That's the first on Goodman. 8th team foul against Thatcher, and so that puts the Falcons at the free throw line for the rest of this half as Kosei misses the first half of a 1+1. And another foul called here, this one on Altusay, and that'll be Jaron Daly, who's whistled for his first personal. Tied at 19, and into the Thatcher Eagle lineup comes Trent Farron to replace Eric Peterson as Goodman goes to the line with the Falcons now in the bonus, or the Eagles in the bonus, I should say. The Falcons with 17 fouls, and Goodman misses the first half of a 1+1. It's been a pretty poorly shot free throw game here by both of these teams, really. Not a lot of makes from the free throw line. A little bit of a surprise coming into this championship game. Raekwon Kosei over to Amos, to Upton, back to Amos. Amos holds, gives to Kosei. Kosei, NBA range three, and he fills it up.
Big shot by Kosei again, as you mentioned, well outside the three-point range.
That puts the Falcons up by 3, 22-19. They force a turnover, and bodies collide. McMaster goes down, and Kosei gets the bucket.
Quick again, feed to Kosei inside, off the glass. Altusay Falcons now with a run, 24-19 our score.
And a foul call. What do we get here? No,
I think it was just knocked out of bounds. Nice play by Daly.
Set to check it in here for the Eagles is Layton. Layton looking for somebody, and they finally get the pass in, and it's stolen away. The return pass is stolen away by Daly. His missed shot is rebounded by Altusay. And we apologize. Trying to connect here on a
huge three by Kosei.
And who shot that shot? I missed it.
It was Kosei, Jaron Kosei. No, Raekwon. I'm sorry, Raquan.
So Raquan Kosei will take a timeout here. Actually, we'll go to our Sunrise Park Resort halftime show with the Altusay Falcons leading in this one 24-19. We'll step away and back with our Sunrise Park Resort halftime show when we return. This is Show Low Ford's presentation of high school basketball on iTalk 106.7 and worldwide on iTalk1067.com.
When you think glass, think Deemer's Glass in Lakeside. Deemer's Glass offers the best selection of quality glass with affordable prices. They do full home window packages, replacement windows, custom shower doors and enclosures, custom mirrors in many shapes, styles, and colors, glass doors and hardware, commercial glass for buildings and offices, skylights, screens, fire-rated glass for your fireplace or stove, window film, and more. Visit Deemer's Glass today on Porter Mountain Road in Lakeside or call 1-888-GLASSMAN. Summit Healthcare Regional Medical Center is a proud supporter of high school sports. Many of our local sports players were born at the hospital, where Summit Obstetrics offers comfortable individual rooms for mom and baby. In case of a sports injury, the hospital ER is always staffed and prepared to take on the most serious injuries, and Summit features an advanced diagnostics department with state-of-the-art equipment. The Summit Healthcare orthopedic and therapy teams can help sports players overcome injuries and return to the game. Summit Healthcare Regional Medical Center wishes all players a successful and healthy season this year.
In today's challenging economy, having a college education is a must. Northland Pioneer College is here to help you prepare for your future. NPC is committed to providing you with the highest quality education with the lowest tuition cost in the state. We offer a variety of advanced learning classes to prepare you for a transfer or associate's degree, personal interest education, or earning your GED.
Contact an academic advisor for more information. Go online at npc.edu.
Orthodontist Dr. Joshua Beeler has been providing family-friendly orthodontics in Show Low and the entire White Mountains since 2006. If you need braces, stop in and see the friendly folks at Beeler Orthodontics and meet their professional staff. Dr. Beeler and his team have the latest in orthodontics technology, and they work with each patient individually to custom tailor the most effective treatment plan for the best results. Beeler Orthodontics is a proud sponsor of high school sports. Beeler Orthodontics, live to smile, love your smile.
It's easy to see why the Ford F-150 is the #1 selling truck in America. For more than 40 years, no other truck has even come close. And Show Low Ford is hands down the best place to buy your next vehicle. Just take a look at Guy Hatch's promise. He won't be beat on any deal on any new Ford in the state of Arizona. And on top of that, you'll get a lifetime engine warranty. Go to ShowLowFord.com or visit them on the east end of the Deuce. Some restrictions apply. See dealer for details.
Back to the Dome in Round Valley, and we had some controversy at the end of the half that three-point bucket by Raquan Kosei was contested by the Thatcher Eagles due to the fact that the clock was started late on that play, and that gave Altusay a few more seconds to run that play, but the officials ruled that the play stands, bucket counts, and at the half, Altusay leads 27-19. This has got to feel a little bit reminiscent of the football season when Thatcher came here and had a call that was another controversial call, and where the Elks got away with a push and a potential offensive pass interference. was a no call, and the Elks actually were able to get the go-ahead score in a football game played earlier on in the year.
It did, but I'm sure they felt like they won it when it mattered most, which was state championship. And I will say that Coach Cook was actually very vocal during the end there about the clock start. Before the shot even happened, he was up, and alarmed. But, kind of an interesting first half. Thatcher Eagles did a great job, I think, kind of controlling or having a lead for most of the first half, and then just in the last few minutes, Alta Falcons make a run and really grow the lead there with the big push. So nice job for the Falcons.
Well, outstanding effort by both of these teams. It's been kind of a slow game offensively with the 27-19 halftime score. Let's take a look at some of the scoring for you in the first half. Carson Goodman for the Eagles has 4. Brock Layton with 3, 2 for Dallin Cook, 1 for Trujillo, 7 for Farron, and 2 for McMaster. For the Alta Falcons, it goes like this. Stevie Gregg with 2, 8 for San Juan Slick, 1 tonight for Kosei here at the break, 3 for Amos, 3 for Upton, and 10 for Raekwon Kosei, who leads all scorers here at intermission. This is the Sunrise Park Resort halftime show. Don't forget, they are skiing and snowboarding up at Sunrise. Get your skis, get your snowboards, and come up for discounted lift passes.
Yeah, skiing all day at half-day prices. Great job up on the mountain as far as snowmaking going on. Come up and check it out.
All right, well, we're going to have Jared come in and give his thoughts of this first half, but I guess we won't. Sunrise Park Resort halftime show will return right after this. This is Shola Ford's presentation of high school basketball on iTalk 106.7 and worldwide on iTalk1067.com.
You've been there, waiting forever at the gas station for the guy to free up so he can fill up your propane tank. Or worse, when the only qualified propane technician decided to stay home that day. Yep, you've been there, and I have too. That's why now I get my propane from Ace Hardware every time. You get Ace Hardware's world-famous customer service when you stop in for propane. That's right, you get in, you get out, and you get a great deal on propane and everything else. From Ace Hardware at their locations in Pine Top and Heber. Ace Hardware is proud to support White Mountain Sports.
When you think glass, think Deemer's Glass in Lakeside. Deemer's Glass offers the best selection of quality glass with affordable prices. They do full home window packages, replacement windows, custom shower doors and enclosures, custom mirrors in many shapes, styles, and colors, glass doors and hardware, commercial glass for buildings and offices, skylights, screens, fire-rated glass for your fireplace or stove, window film, and more. Visit Deemer's Glass today on Porter Mountain Road in Lakeside or call 1-888-GLASSMAN. Summit Healthcare Regional Medical Center is a proud supporter of high school sports. Many of our local sports players were born at the hospital, where Summit Obstetrics offers comfortable individual rooms for mom and baby. In case of a sports injury, the hospital ER is always staffed and prepared to take on the most serious injuries, and Summit features an advanced diagnostics department with state-of-the-art equipment. The Summit Healthcare orthopedic and therapy teams can help sports players overcome injuries and return to the game. Summit Healthcare Regional Medical Center wishes all players a successful and healthy season this year.
In today's challenging economy, having a college education is a must. Northland Pioneer College is here to help you prepare for your future. NPC is committed to providing you with the highest quality education with the lowest tuition cost in the state. We offer a variety of advanced learning classes to prepare you for a transfer or associate's degree, personal interest education, or earning your GED.
Contact an academic advisor for more information. Go online at npc.edu.
And the Altusay Falcons enjoying a 27-19 lead, up by 8 after leading by as much. They only had about a 4-point lead at their biggest lead in the first half, but enjoying a big boost from a three-pointer late in that second quarter on a controversial call that gives them a 27-19 lead here at the break.
Well, really, I think it's defined by the physicalness of the first half. These teams really getting after it. The officiating really letting them play kind of physical. A lot of guys on the floor. And that just shows the explosiveness. We saw Thatcher doing a great job grinding, I thought, really trying to maintain a small lead, stay in this thing, and then the explosiveness of the Falcons at the end with a big jump, a big push, and now up by 8.
We welcome Jared Bradford into the broadcast, and he's got some second half adjustments as Thatcher starts with the basketball. Not Hatch. In the wrong school here. That was Farron that missed the three-pointer. What's your second half adjustments, Jared?
We'll have to see what the second half adjustments are going to be. As my man over here was saying, it's been a pretty physical game. Both teams playing hard and really trying their best to win this championship here. I don't know. It's been a great game. It's fun to watch.
Thanks, Jared. That was about as politically correct as you could get. Opening paragraph of the third, 27-19. The Falcons with the lead as we conclude our Sunrise Park Resort halftime show and go to the second half. And we'll be on the lookout for a Honda Outdoor Ski and Sports Store player of the game as we get a drive the length of the floor by Dallin Cook, and then a ball is poked away, last touch by Cook. Falcons are going to get it back here.
Defensively, Chad Amos on that managed to get down and knock the ball off of him for the Falcons.
Trying to look up some stats here for you from the Thatcher Eagles in years past, and tough to tell. I'm trying to figure out if Coach Cook got the state title game or not. They lost back in the 2014-15 season. They lost 46-44 to Combs in the championship game. So they were state runner-ups in that season. And fouls called here on Slick. That's his second.
Sure is.
Set to.
And that's going to put Goodman to the line for 3.
At the first. 2. Carson Goodman. 0 for 2 at the line in the first half. Hits 2 for 2 here to start out the second half. And as you mentioned, a 3-point chance for three free throws. This one around and off. Just missed it. And it's a 27-21 ball game. Cuts the Altusay Falcon lead to 6. In the 15-16 season, last year, Thatcher lost in the semifinals to Pima, 61-47. Actually, that may have been, no, I'm sorry, they lost in the, they lost to Arizona Lutheran Academy in the quarterfinals last year. Is that quarter? No, maybe, I don't know. I'll stop trying to figure things out.
Pretty impressive play or history, I think, by the Thatcher Eagles. You see it in football. Just some good athletes coming through that school.
Eagles always tough to match up against, always fundamentally sound as they play some great basketball in Thatcher. As Goodman will draw contact and a foul called against Kosei here. Raekwon Kosei with his first. Putting Goodman back to the free throw line. He's 2 for 5 today. This free throw's good, nothing but net. Pulls the Eagles to within 5. And now to within 4. 2 free throws by Goodman. And 5.5 remaining in the third, and it's 27-23 Altusay. I'll say working the perimeter. Amos drives to the free throw line. A kick out to Kosei again, back to Amos. Amos, fake right, move left. Back up top to Kosei. Now they give to Slick, to Amos. Amos at the free throw line. Very patient with their offense. Kick to the corner. Upton for three. They got it.
Big shot that time, again by Upton, deep in the corner.
Harley Upton, and he forces a turnover as he gets the defender to turn in a trap situation at the time stripe. And Kosei with a lot of time to line this one up, maybe too much time. He left it short. Rebound to the Eagles. Herbert clears the glass, and then his outlet is stolen by Upton. His shot, though, misses. Upton's shot misses. And we get a foul called against the Falcons. Tyreek Kosei called for his first personal. Coach Goklish up talking to his team as the Eagles set to inbound here. Dallin Cook brings it in for Thatcher, and heavy pressure in the backcourt as McMaster has it stolen away, trying to split the double team. And a drive in low by San Juan Slick. Draws contact by the Eagles, and Dallin Cook picks up his third personal.
And again, the Falcons really attacking the basket. You know, we see him shooting, settling a lot of times out on the perimeter. But you see him right now really attacking inside the paint. That time a nice job, and he goes to the free throw line.
Got the first, missed the second. I'll just say back out on top.
This full court pressure, zone pressure, really causing problems for the Eagles. I think that's the third turnover we've seen here in the second half in the third quarter. So definitely working for the Falcons.
8-point Falcon lead with 4:06 left to play, third quarter. I'll have to say working the perimeter here again. Their offense starts with about 2 or 3 passes up top. They look for a shot down in the corner. They'll make some drives towards the paint. If it's not there, they pull back out. Kick back out. There's a pass that almost went errant. Slick picks it up. Amos over to Raekwon Kosei into Upton. Upton at the high post, spin move, and he puts up the left hand and gets fouled. No, he's called for, they call him for a travel?
Sure did.
Wow. Thought at least a jump ball in that situation.
Quick little spin move, though. Maybe got a little bit out of control, and Thatcher comes away with it.
Dallin Cook goes ahead for Goodman. Goodman way downtown. This one misses off the front of the iron. Upton gets a rebound and reminds us to remind you, we'll be announcing our Deemer's Glass Man of the Game, brought to you by Deemer's Glass in Lakeside. Call 1-888-GLASSMAN for affordable glass and quality glass. It's Deemer's Glass. Brian Lane calling a timeout, officials timeout here to allow the Alta-Say Falcon guard, Deron Daly, a chance to tie his shoe. Daly gets it across the stripe, kicks right side for Slick. Give to Kosei in the same spot. 2 minutes, 54 seconds left to play here in the third, and the Falcons in front, 31-23. Pass down into the corner. Raekwon Kosei drives, kicks back out, deep three, straightaway three is no good for Daly. Rebound comes down into the hands of Goodman. McMaster gets past the pressure, passes off right side to Cook. Corner three is good for Brock Layton.
You know, in the first half, we really saw when they did kick it out, when Thatcher was really scoring well, it seemed like those threes really set him up well. And again, coming back to what worked in the first half.
Thatcher cuts the lead back down to 5. Upton muscles one up and gets whistled. And we'll go to the free throw line. Foul called against the Thatcher Eagles. Number 23, John Trujillo, the 6-foot senior, whistled for his second personal. 2:08 left to play, third quarter. Upton at the free throw line. Puts the Falcons up 32-26, an 8-point Falcon lead. Into the lineup, replacing Raekwon Kose is Jalen Peterson. Upton misses the second of two, but the Falcons control the rebound, and that's insult to injury there if you're an Eagle fan. Not only do you give away the foul and the free throws, but you also give away a possession here as Alchese on a defensive free throw gets the rebound. Pass it in to Upton. Upton kicks out in the wing. Bounce pass to Amos. Amos backs up towards the time stripe. Now works against McMaster. Minute 24 remains in this third quarter. 32-26. Falcons leading with the basketball. Drive inside the lane, and an offensive foul is going to be called here on San Juan Slick. That's 3 on him. I missed who took the charge, but excellent defense down low for the Eagles.
You talked about a great defense that time. San Juan just really dropped his shoulder and came in hard, and did a nice job getting inside the lane, but just couldn't hold up.
Eagle basketball, they get it across the time stripe, breaking the pressure with a pass to Trujillo.
I believe it was Trujillo ended up taking the charge on that one as well.
And there's a long-range three that's no good. The long rebound tied up as Amos and Dallin Cook tangle for it.
Possession arrow is going to favor the Falcons.
Amos had that one. Dallin Cook comes in and hustles in and forces the jump ball situation. Alchese working up top, and we get a timeout called. We'll take it with them. Falcons lead 32-26. This is Show-Low Ford's presentation of high school basketball on iTalk 106.7 and worldwide on iTalk1067.com.
Orthodontist Dr. Joshua Beeler has been providing family-friendly orthodontics in Show Low and the entire White Mountains since 2006. If you need braces, stop in and see the friendly folks at Beeler Orthodontics and meet their professional staff. Dr. Beeler and his team have the latest in orthodontics technology, and they work with each patient individually to custom tailor the most effective treatment plan for the best results. Beeler Orthodontics is a proud sponsor of high school sports. Beeler Orthodontics, live to smile, love your smile.
Well, the Falcons, the last time these two teams met was in this tournament on Friday night. They beat Thatcher 74-49. Thatcher hanging around in this one as the Falcons lead here 32-26.
Not a lot of scoring here in the first three quarters. We'll see how the fourth quarter finishes up. But yeah, you mentioned it. Eagles doing a much better job here the second time they met.
Only 30 seconds remains here in the third. Alchese happy to burn some clock here and play for the final shot. If the Eagles will oblige, and it looks like they will. 14 seconds, now 12, 11, 10. They'll start their offense here. Pull up at the free throw line, kick, 6 seconds. Kick it over to Daly. Daly has it picked off, and a throw at the buzzer is not going to go for the Thatcher Eagles. Brock Layton launches from half court, but it's going to be wide right. We step away. The Falcons lead it 32-26 as we go to the fourth and final. This is Show-Low Ford's presentation of the 2016 Round Valley Tournament on iTalk 106.7 and worldwide on iTalk1067.com.
It's easy to see why the Ford F-150 is the #1 selling truck in America. For more than 40 years, no other truck has even come close. And Show-Low Ford is hands down the best place to buy your next vehicle. Just take a look at Guy Hatch's promise. He won't be beat on any deal on any new Ford in the state of Arizona. And on top of that, you'll get a lifetime engine warranty. Go to ShowLowFord.com or visit them on the east end of the Deuce. Some restrictions apply. See dealer for details.
Altusay leads 32-26 over the Thatcher Eagles as we go to the fourth and final here at Round Valley during the Round Valley Round Ball Tournament. Live from the Dome here tonight, the sights and sounds of tonight's contest have been produced by the White Mountain Youth Productions team. And we thank them for their contribution here tonight in this one. It's been a lot of fun. Thatcher will have the basketball to start the fourth quarter, and they'll make a great drive inside, and a whistle and a foul. Is this an and one? Oh, the score clock is off. Game clock on this end somehow has lost power. And so the official, not sure what's causing the problem at the scores table, but now it's up. The score table is working frantically to find out why it's clicking on and off. It's been on all evening, and like our producer Daniel Perkins will go in and try to solve it for him.
Well, Brock Layton on that drive and score, I think, as he went to the ground, managed to Upton on a tough rebound again, puts it back up and scores for the Falcons. And Thatcher coming back quickly the other way. Upton, pretty impressive. A lot of traffic around him. As you get the rebound, puts it back up quickly.
Well, we're going to go ahead and call it Upton, our Deemer's Glass man of the game, brought to you by Deemer's Glass. Call 1-888-GLASSMAN the next time you're in the market for quality glass at affordable prices. That's 1-888-GLASSMAN. Kosei tries one from 15 that misses. Rebound, Dallin Cook. Eagles break the press quickly here as pass comes to Goodman here on our side of the court. McMaster behind the back, just under the jump circle. Pass comes in, now back out to McMaster, to Goodman. Back to McMaster. McMaster spins, tries to get away from the pressure. I'll tell you, the Falcons are so good at this smothering defense. They play such tough man-to-man defense. They're one of the best in the 2A conference at it. Timeout on the floor. We'll take you with them. This is Show La Ford's presentation of high school basketball on iTalk1067.com.
Summit Healthcare Regional Medical Center is a proud supporter of high school sports. Many of our local sports players were born at the hospital, where Summit Obstetrics offers comfortable individual rooms for mom and baby. In case of a sports injury, the hospital ER is always staffed and prepared to take on the most serious injuries, and Summit features an advanced diagnostics department with state-of-the-art equipment. The Summit Healthcare orthopedic and therapy teams can help sports players overcome injuries and return to the game. Summit Healthcare Regional Medical Center wishes all players a successful and healthy season this year.
Welcome back. The Altusay Falcons lead at 34-28 with 6.5 remaining here in the fourth quarter. Thatcher Eagles with the basketball, but they're going to turn it over. Slick with the steal, takes it coast to coast, lays it up with the right hand and scores it. Slick now with 10 in the contest. Almost had another one there, and McMaster drives down inside, and Upton's going to be called for his second personal.
Upton really looking to collect the charge that time, had great position, but somehow McMaster manages to get a shot off and collect the foul.
Just slides around him that time. Does a nice job of adjusting his body in the air, and this one off the front of the iron, no good. McMaster knocks down one of two. A lot of missed free throws, and we talked about Coach Cook commenting about how many of his players were on that championship football team, played all the way through November in football. They haven't been on the floor for very long. A lot of these kids barely picked up a basketball, and the question I asked him is, are they finally leaving football behind, or they still kind of caught back in football. He said not yet. They're still playing football. So
still trying to get their basketball legs. But I'll tell you what, the injury thing too, 6'4", 6'2", 6'4" Moats and 6'2" Pollock.
Yeah, the other one, Roebuck.
Sorry,
yeah.
Roebuck.
Oh, a three-point bucket by who?
A little bit of size not on the Thatcher Eagles. Maybe a different look to the team when they come back.
I was looking down at your scorebook, and I missed who hit the three. 36-32, a 4-point lead for the Altusay Falcons after that three ball by Thatcher. Too bad we don't have our instant replay rolling tonight. We could have gone back and looked at that one, but pass on the wing right. Jumper from the Eagle right off the hill, no good. Rebound to the Eagles. Master races it across the stripe, kicks it to the right, and a travel is called as Brock Layton shuffled his feet before he launched the three. It was good, but he didn't quite have his feet set where he liked it.
Nice little stroke by Layton, but as you mentioned, it just couldn't keep his little happy feet still.
Falcons hanging on to a 4-point lead here with 4.5 remaining in the contest. Amos drives to the top of the key, will hand it off to Slick. Slick in trouble, now gets it off to Raekwon Kosei, and the no-look pass by Upton is picked off by Goodman. They throw ahead to Cook. Cook takes it down low, and Layton tries a shot that's no good, and the rebound goes out of bounds.
Brock Layton, a little, kind of a quick shot that time, maybe a little too quick though, and I think that's a reflection of that pressure of the Altusay Falcons defense.
Don't forget that Thatcher gave up 74 points the last time these two teams met. Right now, 36-32. Low-scoring game, really, for both of these teams. And a jumper by Slick is good from 8 feet out.
Great little shot again on the fake and the drive, and then the pull-up. San Juan Slick.
San Juan, the 5'8" junior, knocks it down. 38-32, 3.5 remaining, and the travel called on Farron, I believe.
Yeah, Trent Farron.
Quintero will check out of the Falcon lineup.
Coach Goldcliff really letting some of his mainstay guys sit and relax, rest a little bit. Seen them working their way back on the court, though.
Raekwon Kosei drives in and tries to muscle one up, and a great shot. You talk about going up strong, and that's exactly what you coach a kid to do. Is he goes up against Trent Farron. Trent Farron grabs both of his arms, and he's still able to get that ball up over his head. Three-point look is no good. Off the mark that time for Jawan Altusay. As Dallin Cook takes it in and scores it up and in.
Taking it the full length of the court. Great job that time by Dallin Cook.
Back to a 4-point Falcon lead with 3 minutes remaining. Amos in the corner, brings it back up to the wing, up and down with the left hand, now switches. Goes to the free throw line, kicks it out, over to Kosei. Kosei to the free throw line, kicks out, and the travel's going to be called on Jawan Altusay, who did a little tiptoe there up top before he put the ball on the floor.
It's getting to the bewitching time now, so you can see defensively pressure from both teams really picking up a little bit.
Well, one of the things that the Falcons were successful in is shutting down Goodman, as we see a pass in low to him. The last time these two teams met, Goodman ineffective. Misses that shot, kicks it out. McMaster over to Cook, to Goodman in the baseline, and he hits the 18-footer.
Almost a fadeaway that time by Goodman. Well outside, but from the baseline, nothing but net. Goodman did a great job, though. You saw him pressuring against Amos. Amos has 3 fouls.
And a full timeout on the floor. The Thatcher Eagles cut the lead to 2. We'll step away. This is Show Low Ford's presentation of high school basketball on iTalk 106.7 and worldwide on iTalk1067.com.
And Heber over.
Two minutes, 27 seconds left in the contest. A 2-point lead for the Falcons. They'll have the basketball out to the timeout, but what a turnaround here for the Thatcher Eagles, who fell to the Falcons 74-49 on Friday night during this tournament. And they're within 2 here with 2:27 left.
Really have done a nice job. Didn't see that earlier game, but whatever adjustments they've made, really doing a nice job against the Falcons. Probably taking away a lot of those fast breaks. You know, we see them in that zone defense, really making the Altusay Falcons work from the outside.
Well, the Falcons haven't been hitting their outside shots that often, but Thatcher's really good at stretching that zone. They don't play a slack down zone. They are very good at staying out on the perimeter and getting in the face of the shooters. Amos hands it off here to Kosei. Tyreek Kosei to Raekwon Kosei. Back over to Tyreek. Amos between the circles to Tyreek, over to Raekwon. And Raekwon Kosei pitches right side to Slick. And the Falcons going to be pretty content here to burn clock with a minute and a half remaining. Now Slick will drive, gets a great crossover to get inside the lane, but blows the layup, and now a jump ball is going to be called as Upton came in to get the shot and went up with it. And Coach Goklish is trying to get him to call a block on that.
And you see Coach Cook at the other end laughing and clapping, feeling like he's had that
away
call.
With something, yeah. Alternating arrow will favor the Falcons, but they give up a possession here on that play with the jump ball call. 38 to 36 with just over a minute to play. Slick working on the crossover, drives the right side of the lane, and we get a foul called on the Thatcher's 5'11" junior, Brock Layton, picking up his first. As he got contact with Slick, and the
San Juan Slick does, you know, again, I think Thatcher looking for the charge, but feet weren't set. San Juan Slick recognizes it. And just
Layton pokes that one away, but can't complete the turnover. As a heads-up play by Kosei to pick it up. Raekwon Kosei with it. 49 seconds. Amos just under the time stripe. Now drives against Layton inside the lane, puts up the left-hander, and he scores it. Oh, brother.
great job by Chad Amos again with the left hand.
And Chad Amos just scored what may be our Beeler Orthodontics straight line play of the game. And a foul called on the Falcons on the other end is Altusay up by 4 here after the Chad Amos drive to the basket. Foul was committed by Raekwon Kosei, his second. At the line shooting is McMaster. And he misses the first half of a 1+1. Upton with the rebound, but he loses it. And Farron puts it up and in. 22 seconds. And we get a foul in the backcourt with 18 seconds left. And it's called against the Thatcher Eagles. Dallin Cook, he has 4.
They're not in the bonus.
Trent Farron scoring what may be a Beeler Orthodontics straight line play of the game. Cutting the lead to 2. And a foul on Layton as he taps the back of Raekwon Kosei. and the Altusay Falcon fans don't like it. And I don't think Coach Cook likes it either. And Layton, I think Coach Cook is saying, he's calling it an intentional foul.
Intentional. Coach Cook not happy with the call.
And Brian Lang sends Coach Cook back to his bench after he comes out and has some words with him. And meanwhile, Raekwon Kose does what any kid with ice water in his veins would do, and nails the first but misses the second. Spoke too soon. It's a one-possession game. Thatcher needs the ball here, down 3, 41-38. We get a timeout, Falcons, and it'll be a 30-second timeout, so we'll keep it here. And remind you that our Beeler Orthodontics straight line play of the game is going to go to Amos. Beeler Orthodontics, live to smile, love your smile. Chad Amos driving in and making that score to put the Falcons back up on top was the Beeler Orthodontics straight line play of the game.
Obviously able to elevate, which was good, but we've seen him all night really dishing, getting the ball, moving the ball around a little bit. That time on the big drive, puts it up with his left hand at a critical time. Kudos to Chad Amos.
Looking for a Honda Outdoor Ski and Sports Store player of the game, brought to you by the Honda Outdoor Ski and Sports Store. As the Thatcher Eagles will play defense and try to get a steal here. Pass comes into Amos. And coming up out of the backcourt is Slick, and they'll foul Slick. This time it's going to be on. And Brian Lang comes over. And the call is going to go against number 42, he says, of the Eagles. And I don't have a 42. Oh, let's say 32, excuse me. Logan McMaster called for his second. And at the line, shooting for potentially the ball game here is Slick, and he does. He hits the first half of a 1+1 and makes it a 4-point lead for Altusay and a 2-possession game. Second one may be academic, but he knocks it down anyway. 5-point lead for the Falcons, 8 seconds. Brock Layton launches for 3, missed it. Goodman to the corner. His three-pointer is long, and Amos comes down with the rebound and throws a length of the court, and that will be the ball game. The Altusay Falcons are the champions here of the Round Valley Round Ball Tournament by a final score of 43-38. How about that?
Wow.
Big time win that time for the Altusay Falcons, who lost on Friday won 74-49. Let Thatcher hang around in this one and made it closer than it probably needed to be, but a 43-38 victory's got to feel pretty good after this gauntlet of games this weekend.
Well, absolutely. Great job by the Falcons, though. I think at the end, Thatcher with that push. We saw Thatcher kind of with the lead early on in the second half, but Thatcher just grinds their way back in this thing, battles their way. You talked about it, football, making the transition to basketball, 2 of their guys down. Thatcher's got to be looking at that. I don't think either coach is real happy with the way the game was called. I felt like there were some calls both sides. They were kind of ribbing on each other, I think, but outstanding finish. Not the highest scoring. I think offensively, saw a lot of turnovers, a lot of mistakes, but solid defensive play, great effort from both teams, and a great finish.
Well, that's time now for our Honda Outdoor Ski and Sports Store Player of the Game, brought to you by the Honda Outdoor Ski and Sports Store. Don't forget, best selection of hiking, hunting, camping, and fishing gear. You'll find it out at the Honda Outdoor Ski and Sports Store, Highway 260 south of Pine Top, right-hand side of the road just before you get to the Honda Resort and Casino. And tonight's really tough to call because there's so many players on both sides of the roster that did well tonight. And the scoring was evenly rounded. They passed the scoring was done by multiple players tonight. Nobody really in a situation where they stood out enormously tonight. Just a well-rounded basketball team on both sides.
Absolutely. I tell you one guy that I thought here towards the end as it was coming down the wire, I thought San Juan Slick. We saw him with some nice defensive plays and offensive plays, going to the line, doing some good things. he's in the running. To me, he's the guy that I would recognize. I thought, again, you talked about it, Upton. We saw at different times all those players stepping up, making some great plays. Same for Thatcher. I thought some perimeter shooters really made a difference for them. But all in all, I would say San Juan Slick would be my choice for the player of the game.
Well, we'll give you some scoring to put this into perspective. It was Carson Goodman who had 10 tonight. Used to averaging around 17, held to just 10 points. Brock Layton with 8, 4 tonight for Dallin Cook, 9 for Trent Farron, and 3 tonight for Logan McMaster. Also on the Altusay Falcon side of things, 11 for Raekwon Kosei, 9 for Harley Upton, 5 for Chad Amos, 3 for Tyreek Kosei, and 2 for Stevie Gregg. And you mentioned it, our Honda Outdoor Ski and Sports Store player of the game is going to be San Juan Slick, the 5'8 junior with 14 total tonight, is our Honda Outdoor Ski and Sports Store player of the game. Led all scorers and had a terrific night on both sides of the ball, both offensively and defensively, as we see on the court now the Altusay Falcons taking the honors of the champion of this tournament, going through the gauntlet and able to come away with a victory tonight over the Thatcher Eagles, 43-38. Time now for our Glass Man of the game, brought to you by Deemer's Glass. 1-888 Glass Man, the number to call the next time you're in the market for quality glass at affordable prices. It's 1-888 Glass Man, and I think that's going to go to Upton tonight.
Yeah, I thought Harley Upton did a great job inside, not only rebounding, defensively playing tough inside, but I thought offensively too. We saw him inside make some plays, and then on the outside as well. Can handle the ball, can shoot. Just an outstanding performance.
I think we're going to get Coach Goklish here after the honors are played out, or did you get a chance to talk to him yet or no?
He is going to talk to you.
He's going to come, okay. We'll take a quick timeout. We'll be back with that interview as we conclude our contest here tonight. Once again, Thatcher down by the Falcons 43-38. We'll step away. This is Sholo Ford's presentation of high school basketball on iTalk 106.7 and worldwide on iTalk1067.com.
In today's challenging economy, having a college education is a must. Northland Pioneer College is here to help you prepare for your future. NPC is committed to providing you with the highest quality education with the lowest tuition cost in the state. We offer a variety of advanced learning classes to prepare you for a transfer or associate's degree, personal interest education, or earning your GED.
Contact an academic advisor for more information. Go online at npc.edu. When you think glass, think Deemer's Glass in Lakeside. Deemer's Glass offers the best selection of quality glass with affordable prices. They do full home window packages, replacement windows, custom shower doors and enclosures, custom mirrors in many shapes, styles, and colors, glass doors and hardware, commercial glass for buildings and offices, skylights, screens, fire-rated glass for your fireplace or stove, window film, and more. Visit Deemer's Glass today on Porter Mountain Road in Lakeside or call 1-888-GLASSMAN.
You've been there, waiting forever at the gas station for the guy to free up so he can fill up your propane tank. Or worse, when the only qualified propane technician decided to stay home that day. Yep, you've been there, and I have too. That's why now I get my propane from Ace Hardware every time. You get Ace Hardware's world-famous customer service when you stop in for propane. That's right, you get in, you get out, and you get a great deal on propane and everything else. From Ace Hardware at their locations in Pine Top and Heber. Ace Hardware is proud to support White Mountain Sports.
It's easy to see why the Ford F-150 is the #1 selling truck in America. For more than 40 years, no other truck has even come close. And Sholo Ford is hands down the best place to buy your next vehicle. Just take a look at Guy Hatch's promise. He won't be beat on any deal on any new Ford in the state of Arizona. And on top of that, you'll get a lifetime engine warranty. Go to SholoFord.com or visit them on the east end of the Deuce. Some restrictions apply. See dealer for details.
Oh, what are we looking at? This camera right here?
Yep.
All right.
Welcome back to the Dome in Round Valley. The final score, the Altusay Falcons over the Thatcher Eagles tonight, 43-38. San Juan Slick joins us here in our post-game comments. San Juan, you had 14 tonight. You were our Honda Outdoor Ski and Sports Star player of the game, and we congratulate you, first of all, on the victory.
Yeah.
And
Thank you.
Also want to talk to you a little bit about what it was like to come back and play Thatcher. You guys had played him on Friday and beat him pretty bad, 74-49. Was there a sense coming into the contest this was going to be an easy game?
No, we knew that they were going to come after us after that game. We played them, and we just had to bring what we had, you know, and we just knew we were going to come after us, because after that win over there, and we tortured them, kind of like, you know, they didn't like that, you know. Yeah, so.
You knew they were going to come back for some vengeance?
Yes, they were going to come back hard. We know how those Thatcher boys are up there. They play hard, you know. They play a good brand of basketball, you know. They play rough and they play with intensity, you know. And I like that. And we knew that they were going to come after us tonight.
Well, it was fun to watch. You guys had a terrific game, and you in particular did well with the basketball. I really like the way that you're able to get that crossover dribble and get inside the lane. You don't seem to be afraid of the big trees down low. You're able to go in and battle with them.
Yeah.
Talk a little bit about coming into the contest tonight. What was the game plan against Thatcher? What were some of the things you guys were planning on doing against them?
Just executing. That's all. We're executing on defense. We're just shutting them down. The shooters, actually, the two shooters they had on Thatcher. Shout out to them for having good shooting out there, and we had to pressure the ball most likely because they had to. We had to just pressure the ball, you know, and affect their shots and contest every shot.
What do you guys do in practice? You guys are very quick on your man-to-man defense. You do a great job of getting out into the face of those shooters and really staying with your man. What are some of the things that you guys are working on? What does Coach Gokulich talk to you about when you're talking about that man-to-man denial defense?
Just moving our feet and being quick.
Yeah.
And help defense is what it is, and staying with the man all the way, contesting the shot.
What does he do when you guys get lazy?
Oh, you know how coaches, you know, if I make a mistake on defense and if and I'm lacking off in defense, someone gets a shot, like right here, this 12 shot right here, this 3 in a row shot right here, you know, that was somewhere. So he was getting pissed off at that, so, you know. So that was my mistake. Maybe it was my mistake, but
talk a little bit about your players, the guys around you that helped you get off to a 14-point game tonight. Who are some of the key players on your team that you'd like to give a shout out to?
Raekwon. Yeah, he got. What did he get? What kind of awards did he get?
Raekwon ended with 11 tonight. He had a big night. Did a great job distributing the ball as well.
Yeah.
Upton had a fantastic night. He got some all-tournament honors.
Yes. Raekwon, he's a very, very, very clutch shooter. I mean, he's a good three-point shooter. I mean, shout out to him. I'm a good three-point shooter. I can say that, but he masters it. Is what I'm saying. He masters the three-point shoot, and he comes up big for us.
Awesome.
Yes.
Well, San Juan, thanks for joining us on the post-game show, and congratulations on a great game and a win.
Thank you.
Appreciate it.
Thank you.
Coach Kyle Gokulich joins us next here on our post-game wrap-up show, and we'll take a little bit of moment for him to sit in here and get him set up here. Kyle, you know, you're making a habit of making it onto this post-game show with wins in big games, and this was probably one of the bigger games of the season so far, coming in and beating the Thatcher Eagles by a final score of 43-38. Talk a little bit about the game and how you feel about your kids.
Oh, well, I tell you, it's a whole different ball game from that first game we played in the tournament. And that's credit to that Thatcher coaching staff. They made their adjustments. They keyed off of some of the guys that had a really hot hand in that game. They made their adjustments, and then our shooting percentage this game wasn't so well. We tried to be patient and take the shots that be patient and have the open shot, the good shot, and we were getting those shots, but we just weren't making them. And I thought we did better second half at playing defense, but at times we had the defensive lapses, and like that right there, less than 2 minutes, one of the Thatcher players just took the ball from coast to coast, and those type of things kind of hurt us when we don't stop the ball like that on defense. But overall, I thought it was a fairly moderate performance for us. So,
okay.
Yeah.
Well, definitely tough to beat a team twice. We talked about that a lot in the broadcast. Talk a little bit about the fact you've seen Thatcher twice now, and you're obviously going to get a chance to see them later on in the season. What are your concerns with that, having to play them 3 times?
Well, I think for us the main thing, here's another key stat. I think that first game we played, we out-rebounded them 30-10. And I haven't really seen the stats for this year, but I'm pretty sure they either beat us or they were even. So I think if we're going to face them next time, we're going to have to do a better job of rebounding. So, and that's one of the things that we don't have a lot of height, so we're going to have to work on our rebounding game.
So San Juan talked about the fact that you guys were not coming into this contest underestimating the Eagles, knowing that they were going to want some revenge for the beating they took on Friday. What did you talk to your kids about before this one tipped off in regards to that fact?
Number one thing we told them is compete. From the start of the game to the end of the game, we got to compete. That's number one. Number two is we don't change in the game plan. Don't try to take over the game by yourself. Stay within the game plan, use your players, pass the ball, share the ball. So, and the third thing was we want to keep the tempo up, and credit to Thatcher, they were able to settle the tempo down, and it was more of a half-court game there. So I think the first couple games of the season we were scoring the 70s and 80s, and tonight we didn't even reach 40, both teams. So yeah, so that pace of the game did affect us. But we told them those 3 things: you got to compete, you got to play defense, and so those are some of the keys that we told them.
Coach, you're off to a really good start to your season. Talk about some of your concerns moving forward, some of the things you're going to be working on with your kids.
Well, one of the concerns is we're in the 2A North, so we're going to have to travel. So we'll be back on the road on Tuesday. We'll be heading up to Pinon. So health-wise, we need to stay healthy, get our rest. Not the usual, go to school, be in school and take care of our grades. We have a grade check coming up, so we're going to have to tell the kids, you be on top of your grades. So
always fun.
So yeah, that's it. So.
Well, Coach, congratulations on the win. We appreciate you taking some time with us.
All right, thank you.
Hats off to you. Just a terrific win for you tonight.
Thank you.
Thanks a lot. Kyle Goldclish, head coach of the Altusay Falcons, our post-game guest here tonight, and that's going to wrap up our broadcast. We want to say special thanks to our students of Show Low and Snowflake High School, doing a great job bringing the sights and sounds of this entire tournament, doing 6 games. These kids have been actually working all day long, and it's been a terrific job on for everybody on the crew, including our producer, Stephanie Fregoso, Daniel Perkins, and our executive producer, Jerry Butler. Our technical director tonight, Isaiah Miller. Our camera crew is Jace Nicholas, Zoe Paxson, Leanza Jeffries, Jimmy Maxwell, Sarah Fike, Leilani Pete, Janessa Moore, and it's Nick Hall has been very helpful with us as well, for us as well, along with Ron Everingham, Jared Bradford, and our in-studio producer back in the iTalk studios tonight, Ashley Harley. We say special thanks also to Bill London tonight, and we invite you back next week. I don't have the schedule in front of me. Check it out on italk1067.com. We'll let you know when the next game is. I believe I'm getting Isaiah Miller telling me in the truck right now that we have a Wednesday game. So I believe that might be at Show Low, if I'm not mistaken. But we'll check that for you and post it on italk1067.com. Until then, Once again, the final, the Falcons win it over the Thatcher Eagles 43-38. We say so long, everybody.
All righty, you are clear for the night.